friends, Teacher Nikki here to share with you the 5 things I did before I applied to be a VIP Kid teacher and got the contract. The most difficult thing I had to do was I had to get over myself. As I watch the videos and you see that everyone's talking and animated and doing all their TPR, it just seemed so silly. It seemed so outside of who I was that at first I said, I'm not going to be able to do that because it's just not me. But the power in time is that you can get over yourself. I did want to be a VIP Kid teacher, and I didn't have to model myself, Teacher Nikki, after anybody else. I could glean what they shared and attach it to myself so that I could be my most authentic self teaching. So for instance, the star. There are teachers on YouTube right now that they will take this little star and they will say, "You got a star." It's just not me. It's not me. It brings about every piece of internal eye roll that I could have. Now, what is me with this star, because I do like him, he's cute, is when they get a star, he sits on my shoulder. I point at the camera, you get a star, and give the universal wink and thumbs up. Same thing. The kids are happy, but I had to make it myself. I had to make it me. You know what I'm saying, Star? I put together a background. It wasn't anything special. It was a wardrobe from Walmart that I pulled from my son's room. I covered it with a black fitted sheet and put some characters of VIP Kids and a name that said Teacher Nikki behind me. And I angled it so that the camera didn't show any of the chaos that was behind it. When you are in the interviewing process, a clean background with no background noise is all they're really looking for. Once I got the contract, I did upgrade and, get some lights and some ABCs and some numbers. But for preparing for your interview and mock class, clean background, quiet environment, good light on your face. I practiced. I practiced with my little background. I practiced with props. I practiced what I watched in the YouTube videos. I practiced what I wanted to look like in the VIP Kid platform. It's where I spent my time with the props. It's where I figured out how to position my body so that every part of my TPR could be seen by the student. I've learned that the VIP Kid space, it's tight, So when you're working, you need to work with your elbows closer to your sides or so far away from the camera that more of you can be seen. Because in the beginning, I was waving out here and I was just a decapitated arm, just waving. Wasn't good. So practicing how you're going to say hello, practicing how you can be your most authentic self with the props, which props work the best for you, how are you going to have the prop and your face in the shot because they need to see you too. All of those things come from practicing, and I think it is the thing that I still do the most is practice. My goal was to become a VIP Kid teacher, and I knew that correspondence was going to be happening through email, more email than phone or text or anything, so I needed a space where I felt like I wasn't going to miss anything. The great thing about the email account is, it's completely separate on my phone, where if I am getting an email to that VIP Kid account, that it has a separate chime and I can prepare to be in the space of business before I open it. The email has proved itself to be useful. It is what I use when I correspond with the company, and it is what the company uses when it corresponds with me. If it's VIPKID business, I can go into business mode before I even open it. It really just is a way for me to create a space for what my goals are. Is I watched every YouTube video that I could on the subject of VIPKID. I watched the ones that were good. I watched the ones that were bad. I watched the ones that were indifferent. I watched every teacher practicing her mock lesson. I watched every teacher that went through a slide by slide, and I took notes on what things they did that I would be able to integrate without spending a whole bunch of money. I'm a mom. I have kids that have toys, and so thankfully I was able to use some of them or pull some of them, especially in things like, teaching phonics through a computer. But either way, it was good for me to see, who was out there and who was already working for VIPKID, because I wanted to be a VIPKID teacher. The most comforting thing is that there are VIPKID teachers that come from all walks of life, all ages, all genders, all ethnicities, all walks of life. And if they can do it, it really was encouraging for me to be like, well, why can't I do it? So it propelled me forward and watching other people and how they have been successful within VI. If these are things that you are already doing as a VIPKID teacher or as a VIPKID recruit, great job.